Teresa, a 33-year-old female from Katy, Texas, tried for over 30 years to improve her wet and cold hands. She tried different treatments such as Iontophoresis, Hypercare, Certain Dry, and some different anti-anxiety medications, but to no avail. Her hands would still just sweat profusely at times, especially when around others. And during the sweating episodes, the fingers, especially at the tips, would become quite cold. Having moist hands bothered her quite a bit and impaired many different activities of her day, especially when she was around others. Then she went to San Antonio, Texas for Micro ETS, and her hands became immediately dry and warm after the 30-minute outpatient procedure. Here's a picture. You can see the tips of her fingers were 68 degrees, and there's sweat droplets at the tips of the fingers. You can see this. They'll zoom in, and you can see cold and wet. You can see why it would really bother her touching things, touching other people's hands. And here is right after, the next day after Micro ETS, when she was visiting with me in my office. You can see her hands are not only dry, but completely warm. Here's a close-up of her dry skin, completely warm. And then in my office, I took a temperature reading of her center palm, and you see it was 100.5 degrees, significantly different than the 68 degrees before the Micro ETS procedure.